Welcome back to another episode. Today, we just want to touch on progression. And a lot of people, they feel like in today's world that everything is so fast-paced that their goals and dreams has to be just as fast-paced as everything else. And with a social media-based world, we're all online looking, and if someone else achieves a dream that we have before we do, we feel like we're left behind. And that's just simply not the case.
Yeah, I can definitely see where people can get caught up in that. My recommendation to everyone that want to get to a goal, because if you're someone like me and you want to hit a goal tomorrow, I'm just going to go ahead and break the news down to you. It's not going to happen. No. You're going to have to put the work in. You're going to have to put time in to progress. But with that being said, I really consider that you look into doing small, simple steps. And that could be, every day, just do 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or even an hour plus into a task that's going to help you get closer to your goal, and make sure those tasks are actually helping you and not taking up time to get to your goal as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of tasks that we do that just are time wasters, basically. And we think we're progressing in our goal when all the time we're working backwards, really. So really, if you have a goal, you want to make sure that you're, like he said, making small steps every single day. And sometimes we find inside of our goals that we have multiple goals. Yeah. And maybe they didn't start at the same time. So where you are in one goal may not be where you are in another goal, and that's okay too.
Yeah, it's also completely fine to readjust too. Yep. Once you realize certain things not working, it's okay to go to the next thing. But the wrong thing is to go from one thing to another, knowing that one goal is going to work. You just didn't put in enough time to just get to that point. So sometimes you just got to stay down for the process. And some days may seem like I don't feel like I'm going nowhere, but that's a test. I would say that's a test. Yep. Just to see if you're fully committed into that thing. We get tested every year. We have years that you're going to be tested. You got months and days. Yeah. You just got to be willing to do those small steps or big steps to get where you got to go.
And you hear JB say the word time, and time doesn't mean tomorrow. Time doesn't mean in a couple hours. Time can literally mean 5 to 10 years. Yeah. If you have a dream and it's weighing on you heavy every night, you can't go to sleep, you wake up every day, you think about it, that's all you want to do, that's great, and you should have that, but understand that that's going to come with time. You can't really wake up tomorrow and expect that you're going to be the best videographer, the best photographer, the best golfer, or anything. You have to put in the time, the effort, the energy to make it where you want to be.
Yeah. And like I said, overall, you're going to get where you got to go if you put in enough time. Or it's not even time, you put in enough work. Because if you just stay in position, always stay ready, always working on your craft to improve, someone's going to contact you or something is going to come in your direction where you're going to see the result that you desire.
Yeah, it kind of becomes a game of you put in the work and now the universe has accepted that you are willing and ready to do the job. So they send you people who are going to get that job from you, like building a network. So once you find somebody in a network, they're connected to other people and they're going to realize, oh, I know this guy who shoots videos, or oh, I know this guy that does golf lessons or shoots photos. I need to call him because he's been doing this for 5 years. He's been doing this for 10 years and he won't stop. So he must be either good at it, he has great customer service, or something about his product or service is good to go. If we can make your videos go from this to this to this, would you say it'd make your editing process a whole lot easier?
Here at Course Creator Academy, we didn't only think about ourselves, we thought about you. We took the time to create LUT packages for you to make your editing process a lot faster and easier, simply by click and drag.
And right now, you can get all of our premium LUTs inside of one package sent straight to your inbox. No subscriptions needed.
And did I mention, we made these LUTs for one of the largest editing platforms out right now, which is Premiere Pro. So go ahead and head over to CourseCreatorAcademy.org to grab your LUTs today. Yeah, and I'm actually starting to look at business like this. You know how you always, or we have done in the past, thought of an idea or thought of seen a car. Yep. And for the first time, you learn this new car brand that you like or this new car style, and then you start seeing it more and more as you get on the road. I start thinking businesses like that. Like the more you start thinking of the end result, the more you will see it. The more people you will see doing results similar or have previous results. And then you would just be attracted to that thing because now eventually you've seen it so much. Now you became that thing that you kept looking for.
Yeah, that's so true. And the car scenario and example is perfect because, if you get on the highway and you say, I like Hondas or I want a Honda or I'm thinking about Hondas, all you're going to see is that Honda, that Civic. Yep. Everything is going to be a Honda. But if you get on the highway and you're like, man, I really want a Lamborghini. I love Lamborghinis. Now, granted, depending on the area you be in, it might not be a bunch of Lamborghinis, but I guarantee you're going to start seeing Lamborghinis more than you ever would because that's what your mind's focused on. So whatever your mind's focused on, that's what's going to come of it. If every day you build your dream step by step and don't try to force it all in at once, you'll be just fine.
Yeah. And it's not far. As you can see, it wouldn't be far-fetched.
Right.
All you have to do is just, obviously, like you said, get in the right environment to get in position, because your environment do matter. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you got to develop the right habits, because if you have bad habits, it could take away as well.
Yep.
Because if you have bad habits, that means you're in the wrong environments. You're not doing the right thing. So you're not going to even see or attract the things that you want.
Yep. And I heard of a saying or a quote that stuck with me forever, and it's, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Yeah. And that's just the truth. It's who you hang around. It's the environment you're in. And we talk about time and work and effort. Those kind of work hand in hand, because you can put in a lot more work than it is that other people are putting in time, and you're going to outwork them in a shorter amount of time because you're putting in more work. You can put in smaller pieces of work with more time, and you're going to get to where they are or where you want to be, but it's just going to take a little longer. So it just depends on how much time you value putting in, how much time you're able to put in, depending on your daily life. And just from there, you want to take small steps, basically. Don't jump in all at once.
Real quick, if you're someone that want to create high quality videos and you need a little push and you need a little bit more education on how to do so, Course Creator Academy has your back. We have one-on-one classes and virtual classes for you all, where we can schedule a time in the day and put you guys in our online course, so that way you guys can learn everything you need to know on how to achieve high quality videos.
Also, don't forget, follow us on all social media platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, to learn more about what Course Creator Academy has to offer.
Overall, guys, if you don't take anything from this so far, just make sure you take small, simple steps. I know you want to take big jumps, but the best way to stay consistent is to take smaller steps, so that way you can do small things every day to work towards the goal. Now, of course, if you could do bigger, do a little bit more, but to keep from burning out and et cetera, take the small steps. It can be, okay, today I want to start my outline. The next day we're going to start writing fully, and then, et cetera, whatever field you're in. Because, we do this interview more so for creators, but if you're someone that just run a simple business and you find this interview valuable, we'll appreciate you guys in advance. So just make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share to a friend that need this information as well.
Yeah, we love to provide valuable information to everybody. I hope these are helping you guys. We just want to talk about things that are on our mind, things that we know that may be on your mind. And I just want to close out my statement with this. It's like JB said, you can almost look at it like a car loan. If you make the minimum payments on your car loan, it's going to take you forever and a day to pay it off. If you make over your minimum payments, you're going to pay it off a lot quicker and have a lot less interest.
Yeah. Also, before you leave, I figured out what I was going to say.
Okay.
So I was going to give you guys an example of me and Cody right now. Right now, we're starting an academy for videographers or beginner learners that want to learn how to simply create better content. But I said this to say, we're not going to be known unless we become who we are or who we want to be.
Yep.
And of course, we got to take our small, simple steps and work towards our goal. But the more consistent you are, the more you're going to become that thing. Like, people are never going to know you're the person that's going to take care of their needs if you're only even 1 year in. I'm going to be honest. You haven't met that many people. You probably met a lot of people, probably did a lot of things to achieve success or look good. But I promise you haven't met half the people versus someone that's been doing it for 10 to 20 years.
Yep.
And they have a bigger network and a lot more stronger relationships in that field. So I say that to say, you got to become that thing to be that thing, and do it for a long time and hone in on that skill, because I promise you'll make a lot more money honing in on one skill versus honing in on 5 or 6 of them. So that's what I thought.
Yeah. And if you don't do anything else, don't be the guru that goes online telling other people, this is how you do it, that's how you do it. Because at the end of the day, everybody has a different way. Everybody has a different path.
Yeah.
We don't have the answers. We have what works for us, and we have what we know may work for you. And all we can do is give you suggestions and help. And we hope that's what it does.
Yep. So we'll appreciate y'all for tapping into our podcast. We hope to make more to add more value to you. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe again. We would appreciate it. And have a good one.
Peace.